Last name Bowles.
Okay. Do you mind bringing them up? Why are we doing this?
That looks better.
This sucks. You just want to end up with a conviction on your record? Is that what you want to do?
She bomb forfeited for almost 2 years.
Your Honor, yes, there was a PTI offer. She got bombed for me.
How many times?
It was for over a year. She got picked up on a traffic stop. I believe it was January of 23.
You said what I'm doing with my life?
Yeah.
I got a job. I'm gonna go back to school.
Baloney. Kiss it all goodbye. Not with a conviction, not with an evading conviction. You might as well just quit everything. When you end up with conviction on your record, you continually hose yourself. Not only that, this is the one that's an enhanceable offense, meaning you pick up another one of these cases, you will be charged with a felony offense for the rest of your life. I'm not taking. No. How old are you? I'm not doing this. No. Should ruin her life at 18? I'm not going to do it.
What's the
I
alternative?
don't know. I'm being,
Oliver.
you know, sometimes we have to save people from themselves because you're your own worst enemy. Did you graduate from high school?
Yes.
What do you want to do with the rest of your life?
You said what?
It's your life. You have your whole life ahead of you. And, you know, you're going nowhere fast. You've failed to appear here at least three. I mean,
It was twice in the original.
probation to try to keep it on.
I can't hear you, sir.
Probation to try to keep it on.
Probation's not gonna keep it off the record, and they didn't offer a deferred.
You still, would you
Based
still,
on the court saying,
what about this, the other one?
Judge, I just don't feel comfortable with the PTI. We offered that, she took off after we offered a PTI. I just don't feel comfortable with the PTI.
You know, the thing is that you had this great offer, like when you first got here, where had you done like a rinky-dink class, maybe just a tiny bit of community service, they would have dismissed the case. But you've been gone for again a year. You've taken off multiple times, and it's like we have to beg you to get a dismissal on this case. Do you see something wrong with that?
I didn't have to beg you to come. I had to be in court twice. The first one, I didn't have to appear for court. The second one, I didn't know I had to be in court until the day of at 8:30 something a.m. And I was at school taking a STAR test, district test at school. It was raining that day. I don't know. Past that, I didn't know I had a warrant. Since then, I've been having a job. I graduated high school. I've been having a job for all these for the year and a half I've been here. I haven't got in no trouble. Yes, I'm still working. I have a full-time job. I just got off of work 7:30 today.
Let's see what else we can do. You know, I'm willing to give you as much time as you need, Aaron.
I'll talk to her.
But I don't want you to fail now at 18 and hurt yourself worse than you are. It's really hard living in today's society as a minority. And when you start racking up convictions, all you're doing is you're killing yourself. You know, when people see these, when you try to get a job, you try to get a loan, you try to get an apartment, they're going to use this against you all day. And it's not going to help. I'm willing to give you as much time as you need. I don't want to hold it against you now that you've been gone. I'm willing to give you time. Talk about it with Eric, see what we can do. But you need to think about your future because you only get one shot at life. You don't get multiple times. We all make mistakes. I get it. The idea is that you learn from this now so it doesn't continue to happen. You and I have had this conversation now. So if it happens again where you take off, because I'm going to notate everything we're talking about, you take off on me again, you start acting or doing crazy stuff out there, I will have absolutely no sympathy for you. But I'm trying to reach out to you now so you don't ruin what you have left. This life is about one thing. It's about money. And if you have it, it's a great life. And you get that with knowledge, with education. If you don't have money, this life sucks. Trust me. You understand? Take your time.
Speak for himself. And what we have come to is a tentative agreement.
I think at the minimum, a deferred is,
For Thanksgiving.
or unless you want to do something else. What are you thinking, Stinking?
Can we get one reset, see if, see if it shows up, I will reconsider our offer PTI.
Can you mark it so that, okay.
I watched it.
Come up, ma'am. Are you mom?
Yes.
Come on up. Thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely.
They need a little bit of time to think about whether they're going to re-offer the intervention program for her. It's a great deal where you do just a little bit of work, the case gets dismissed, doesn't go on your record. They want a little bit of time to make sure that she's going to come back. She's going to take it seriously. If she does, they're going to reconsider the offer. How much time do you guys want? You tell me. I'm done.
That's all the judge.
Okay, we're going to set this off for 2 weeks. I don't want you to use alcohol. I don't want you to use drugs. I don't want you to be in possession of any weapons. I just want you to work and be productive. And if you do, and if you show up to court, good things happen. Do you understand? I'm not asking for much. All right, so let's set off 2 weeks. We'll have you come back and then hopefully, all right? What's up?
I got Mr. Jenkins's TRAS results.
Oh, how is Mr. Jenkins?
Uh-oh. Like we have to talk every time we have some business with him. No, this way.
What happened?
He got, they recommended thinking for a change, anger management. State has offered a 1-year deferred with the appropriate conditions that go with that. They would also help him find shelter during this time.
And watch your step, it's a Lulu.
However, Mr. Jenkins was asking me about a time served. And so he has 2 months of credit since he's been in, I guess, totaling the previous attorney that was on the case and then my time with him. And then.
Time served just to get out, right?
Well, the time
Yes or
served
no?
because
Yes or no?
Just to get out, just to get out.
I don't just want to get out. I feel like I learned my lesson. When I committed the crime at first, I didn't know that I would be charged with anything. I didn't know that I would be sitting in jail, but now I know that I have consequences for my actions. I can go about my life differently. I feel like I learned my lesson.
So why not probation? Probation, if you complete it.
Because I
Yeah.
feel like
Well, I
Deferred is a type of probation that if you complete it, you don't have a conviction.
because I feel like probation, you're not really free. A lot of people go on probation and they're back in jail because
The only reason they would be in jail is because they don't comply. We don't put people in jail for shits and giggles, man. It's, you have rules that you have to follow. When you follow rules, when you follow the rules and when you do what you're supposed to do, good things happen. And the good thing with you is if you complete it and they end up not as convictions, you may be able to seal it in the future so that no one sees it. Well, the general public at least, but you just pleading guilty, you'll now end up with a third conviction. And they're dangerous convictions, right? They're terroristic threats. What do you think future employers, people who want to give you a job, people who want you to stay at a shelter, they're not going to let you stay with these kind of priors, man. Every time you pick up a case, it's going to hurt you in a certain way. It may not be now. It may not be tomorrow. It may be in 2 years when you least expect it and when you really need whatever you're trying to do.
the reason I want to get time served is because I don't believe I'll be picking up another case. I know how to not pick up case. I know how to not break the law.
If I were to let you out today, would you do the deferred?
I would, but I'm asking to have a
Have the
different
same
option.
thing. If I give you the deferred today, I'm gonna let you out. If you take the time served, you will also get out.
Yes,
Either way, you will get out today.
okay. If I had a decision between the two, I would take time served.
You wouldn't want the probation to try to keep it off your record?
No, sir.
Your Honor, I think I didn't hear. We have offered time served.
Huh?
We have offered time served.
He's probably got enough back time regardless.
Just
So, how much back time does he got? Please. Jenkins.
I didn't check his credits. I don't know.
It's got to be at least a month, I would say, at least.
And if it's 60, that would be on the clock.
He has 69 days for Blake Jenkins.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, 69.
Being short-sighted and not considering your future can really hurt you, Mr.
I am
Jenkins.
considering my
Let him
future.
finish, brother. Please, Judge.
I am considering my future. I know exactly what I'm gonna do when I get out. I have a whole entire plan. I already told you that I want to do solar sales, and to get a job in solar sales, I'm pretty sure that these convictions won't hurt my chances of getting on a team. So that's why I'm not too worried about the convictions. And I know that I'm not gonna pick up any more convictions.
I'm okay offering him the deferred and letting him out,
I know,
giving him a PR bond so he can try to complete the deferreds. I'm okay giving you a PR bond today to give you the chance to finish or try to do this probation to keep it off your record. I
But
will
not
give
time
it
served.
either way. If you want the time served, you can have it. It's on you. But once you get that conviction, there's no turning back.
I understand. And then I'll be let out today if I do the time served.
I'm going to let you out either way. But I'm telling you, it's a bad idea to do the time served. And I think that it's a better idea for you to do the deferred adjudication, probation, to try to keep it off your record.
I'd rather do the time served, sir.
Okay?
I mean,
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink, as the saying goes.
just for the record, Judge, the reason why I said it's a deferred, because the probation was interpreted as one way for him. I told him about the deferred, the super way, we call it supervision, in order to get his record potentially sealed and potential benefits that could happen with that, perhaps an early termination if he was going along the great path and following whatever had been recommended to him by the TRES. Talking about his future and everything associated with having now 2 convictions on his record if he takes the time served, what that implicates and everything like that. So we had that discussion, but I just wanted to reiterate, he wanted to ask.
Would the people in the terroristic threats, were they just random people?
At a gym, Your Honor.
Say it again?
He was at a gym.
At a gym. Okay, so both are just random.
The first terroristic threat was a member of his brother. So it's a class A. Second one.
Which one are you dismissing
Class A.
against the household?
Yeah. It's not.
You need to understand that if you continue with the same course of conduct within a certain amount of time, they can also hit you with a felony. You could potentially be looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. So I will do whatever you want to do, Mr. Jenkins. If you want to do the probation, which I think what you should do to try to keep it off your record, I'll take off all the fees. You won't owe any money. Is it 2 classes?
Yes, sir.
Just 2 classes? And that's it.
For a year?
I'll take you off early. You know, if you do well, after some time, show me that you're not using any dope or alcohol, I'll take you off early.
Time served.
Okay?
I'll go ahead and offer. I did not realize he had timed out, so that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll write it up.
Okay.
So we'll bring him back tomorrow to do it?
Do it right now.
Are we doing that today?
Right now. Yeah. There's no sense in holding it for that. I don't agree with what you're doing today, but far be it for me to really tell you what to do. The only other thing that I'm going to try to counsel you on is it really, really sucks that you have somehow alienated everyone that cares for you in your life. Your father, you know, when he was here the other day, you know, there was no one that was willing to take you in. That really sucks. If I were you, I would try to do anything and everything possible to try to mend those relationships, because on your own, at your age, with no education, no job, no money, there's only so far you can get in life. That's why you have parents. That's why you have family to kind of help you out when you're down. But when you alienate them by continually doing things to mess up the relationship, it's not good. When you get out, try to mend those relationships so that they can somehow be back in your life and use them as a positive, role model, or try to get some help. Tell them that you need help so that they will help you, or somehow, but mend that relationship, because it's going to kill you. The last thing we want to see is you going out there becoming so desperate. You do something that lands you with a felony, or you're looking at 25 to life. Really, life's too short to spend. You now stand charged with 2 counts of terroristic threat. The agreement that you have worked out is they're going to dismiss one of those terroristic threats in exchange for your plea on the other one. The agreement is 180 days in jail, credit for the 71 days that 69, right?
One case was 71, the other one was 69.
Do you want me to put, is this against the advice of counsel, or what do you think?
Well, Judge, I just wanted to put that I can suggest, I told him how this would, one thing I did want to put, for you to explain to him is this cannot be expunged off his record. He had a question about that. I told him it could not be.
I've been continually telling you, when you plead guilty, it goes on your record and it will be a conviction for life. You can never take this off. You can never buyer's remorse saying, hey, you know what, I want to return this because I don't like it. It's not targeted. You sure you want to do this?
Sorry. Yeah, it was against our recommendation.
I am willing to let you out today to do the probation, to keep it off your record. No. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to test on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. There's no turning around and fighting this. You also need to understand that from now on, any new cases that you pick up, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Also, you have no one in this life that is going to bond you out. So when you get out there, if you make a boneheaded decision, you will be stuck like Chuck, like you see now. So make good decisions. If you want anything, come back. I have Shatori here, who's amazing that we can get you resources, place to stay, food to eat, a tablet, a cell phone. If you want something, come back and we can help you out. You understand? Good luck. Or how do you plead, Mr. Jenkins? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Good luck, Blake.
Judge,
Good morning, Mr. Piper. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Judge. On April 3rd, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched where a driver passed out behind the wheel. The officer arrived and observed the motor vehicle stationary and turned on. The defendant was identified by his license, driver's license. The officer observed the defendant asleep behind the wheel. The officer looked at the defendant who appeared disoriented and fumbling with the door handle. The officer observed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from the defendant, red glossy eyes, and the defendant was unsteady on his feet. The defendant told the officer to get one drink. The defendant refused to interact with breath tests. The officer read the DIC and the defendant refused to give breath or blood. Blood warrant was obtained and the officer.
Did you say it was in the middle of the street?
Your Honor, finish a moment. We stopped at a stop sign.
All right. All right, Mr. Piper, I'm going to find if there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you mind looking to see if he has any prior to the eyes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, valid license. I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail, no more PR bonds. Do you understand?
The drug list is eligible, Your Honor, and as to prior to guys,
You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. If you don't have car insurance, do not drive. That is a condition of your bond as well. Do you understand? If I find you drive without it, I will revoke your bond, put you in.
Your Honor, I am showing and operating a vehicle while intoxicated, on Louisiana. However, there's limited information that doesn't show.
How old is that?
Disposition or,
How old is that?
since 2021.
Okay. I'm now ordering you not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, likewise, I will put you in jail. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, Mr. Piper, now is the time for you to address it. Because if you don't, and it becomes an issue, I will address it for you. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand? I will do everything in my power to protect my streets at all costs. I don't care who you are or where you come from. For now, I'm going to have you go sign a reset with Victoria. We will have you meet with Felicia for your bond conditions. You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. If she tells me that she can't get a hold of you because you're gone or AWOL or you pick up a new case, it's not going to go well. Understand?
That's right.
The only thing I'm asking you to do is don't pick up any new cases, and don't drive any other vehicle without an interlock. Do you understand? All right, good luck. Thanks. All right, you remember Mr. Slyman?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Slyman, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. With no probable cause, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. On April 3rd, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer observed a motor vehicle failed to signal while changing lanes. The officer was driving 92 to 97 miles an hour, and the defense motor vehicle was pulling away from the officers. The officers paced the motor vehicle at 89 miles an hour and a 60 mile an hour per zone. Traffic stop was conducted, and the officer observed the defendant behind the wheel operating the motor vehicle. The defendant was identified by a Texas driver's license. The officers observed the defendant to have dilated pupils, pressured speech, difficulty concentrating, constantly moving around, a strong odor of cologne on his person, and the mild odor of an alcoholic beverage emitting from his person.
See a strong odor of what?
And alcohol, or mild odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from his person.
You said there was an odor of something else though.
Oh, strong odor of cologne. Excuse me.
Cologne.
Yes, sir. The defendant also had watery eyes and unsteady balance. The defendant said he takes an Adderall prescription. Standardized blood sobriety tests were performed, where the officer observed 6 out of 6 clues on the HGN, 3 out of 8 on the walking turn, 2 out of 4 on the one leg stand. The defendant declined a breath test, and officers located a THC vent pen in the motor vehicle. Blood warrant was obtained and a blood draw was completed.
Prior to the eyes and valid license.
Just have Lauren involved.
Do you think that he was on something? Is that what
What the
the,
judge would lead me to believe, Your Honor, that from the signs the officers observed, that was potentially what the officers believed at the time.
I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system and you have to come back. You're not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. And I'm telling you now, I will test you around 50 days from today. If you continue to use, it's not going to go well for you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. So any prior?
Don't believe so, Your Honor. I'm sorry, it's still taking me.
Okay. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with her. She'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. So I'm going to send him now. I want to know what, if anything, is in the system. We'll have him come back and then we'll go from there.
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Take a seat for me, but don't leave.
Thank you.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Krasinski. Krasinski. Mr. Slyman, come up.
Judge, presented for THC,
Anything, nothing else?
nothing else.
Don't use. I will test you 50 days from today.
Yes, sir.
If you test positive, you've continued to use, it's not going to go well for you. I'm not asking much. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. We'll set your case off for 50 days from today, and then I'll have to come back and we'll, okay? All right, after that, if he's negative, then we'll wait.
So do you want me to come back on?
She'll explain that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, good morning, Mr. Zagara. Sir, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. It's not the same complaining witness in the ag assault, is it?
No, it's not. It's not.
It is not, Your Honor.
I'd like to do a TRAS though. You know, I think that's, I mean, we now have a bunch of cases. They're like violent cases. This is not a good way to go through life, man. You know, what do you think happens when you try to get a job? They pull all this stuff up. They're going to think that they're going to give you, really, the more convictions, the more cases you pick up, all you're doing is you make life more difficult than it already is. Life is difficult as it is. You rack up more convictions. You think you're making it easier?
No, Your Honor.
You now stand charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You're also charged with terroristic threat. I'm assuming that the terroristic threat is going to be dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what they have offered you is a 6-month deferred. This is a type of probation that if you complete successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. But you need to understand, Mr. Cigar, you give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement. And if you fail at it, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. We're going to have a hearing and you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I do understand, yeah.
First thing I think that we should do is do a TRAS to see, you know, what conditions you may need, because I don't know if this is everything that you may need. You know, there's some kind of anger issues here that the last thing look, we just have a guy who has an assault. He just not picked up a murder case. We don't want that with you, right? So that's why I think that TRAS is important, to find any issues that we need to address. For you to complete this successfully, you must do an effective decision-making class, a 4-hour anger management class, no drugs, alcohol, 10 hours of community service. No contact with either of the complaining witnesses in this case. Give me children, Mr. Segarra.
No, sir.
Being with yourself these days.
Just
Do you have a job?
working and, yes, sir, yeah, I have a job and just,
Is it a full-time job?
yes, sir, yeah.
Okay, you must maintain full-time employment.
Yes.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Aside from what the TRAS says, Mr. Segarra, I will make you a deal. If you do well, I'll take you off of this probation early. But if I find that you become a danger to my community, if you pick up a new case, if you test positive for anything, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I do.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you are stuck with us until you complete it or it gets revoked. And like I said, if you violate this probation, I will issue a warrant. I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to bring you back out, and we're going to have a hearing to see how much possible time you could be doing. And it's a lot. Do you understand?
I do understand, yes, sir.
Okay, man. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Or, I'm sorry, how do you plead to the case? Guilty or not guilty?
Yeah, guilty.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to withhold that for 6 months. And then see how it goes. All right. So let's, all right. Thank you.
Approach on Keenan Hopkins,
Okay.
reconsidering the no driving affidavit,
Is
Judge.
this person here?
She is.
She is? How's it going? How's it going?
Oh, good. Thank you.
How has it been? Not tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sucks. Living in a city as big as Houston without the ability to drive blows. You know, and the only thing that I'm trying to get to you is to understand that it's a privilege. It's not a right. You know, every single day on our streets, someone is dying from some kind of alcohol-related collision. That's what we're trying to impart to you here, to take it seriously. It's not a joke, you know, and the last thing I want is for something like that to happen here. You understand? All right. I'll take off the restriction. Okay.
Judge,
What does she have now? I want to make sure that she has an interlock for now, just for a limited time.
Judge, if I can speak to that briefly,
Sure.
just to reassure the court that she fully understands the court position. I had her research and write an essay on alcohol-related accidents and fatalities. You can turn that in and take a decision-making course. Her case is a stop for expired registration, no accident. You got the blood this morning, it's a 1-3. She has no criminal history. So I would ask the court that to use this, the research she's done in the 28 days without driving at all, to understand that she gets it. And if we can not have the interlock, as would have been if she didn't have an open container, that we proceed further and let us do the work of getting the discovery forward.
Okay.
I can turn both those in.
I want you to know, I will act to your lawyer, but if I find that you're using alcohol, I'm going to blow a gasket. I'm really just going to lose it. Just don't. That's all I'm asking you to do. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take a look at this. I'm going to acquiesce to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Just don't. Life is too short to spend the next month in a 6x9 box. All right? Okay, man. Good luck. Thanks, Greg.
May we be excused?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. Avalar, Milton Avalar, we just need to approach for bond conditions, Your Honor.
Do you mind bringing them up?
Yes, sir.
Did you see your case?
What? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the one you emailed me about this morning? Yes, I got the. So I'll take care of it.
Put it on for tomorrow.
Okay.
It's going to felony court,
Yes.
so we'll probably see him Monday.
Okay.
Oh,
Can I get the?
Blaze, he's representing
Sorry.
for the murder case. He's representing on the assault. So, anyways, so this is Mr. Avila. Can you refresh my memory about the complaining witness in this case, please?
Yes, sure.
Who it is and he's got the terroristic threat of a household member and now picks up the VPO.
Yes, sure. It looks like this was the one where the complainant was in the passenger seat. I believe
Did you approach me to get
I believe, yes.
that you guys want to have access to each other?
No, that's not that one. That's a different one. That's one where,
So does she not want to have contact with him then?
Yeah, she wants to.
She wants to. Yours isn't the one where the woman got to a car accident.
Yeah,
That is you.
yeah.
That is him. Yes, that's when she got to the car accident and her
fire.
house burned down and all that.
Oh, okay, no, now I remember.
Able to have access to him. Yes, or for him not to have limited or restricted access.
So have you reached out to her to see if she make sure that
Yes, Your Honor. TBD did, and she confirmed that
she's okay with having contact with him?
well, there was sorry. As far as she confirmed that what happened that there was a prior to her apartment and that she got into an accident.
Right, but does she want to have contact with him?
I know you're not DVD, but I did receive an email from her, basically saying that I spoke with her that day. I mean,
Is she here?
she's not here, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's do this. Before, I want to make sure that the DAs get in contact with her. They talk with her, make sure she's okay with it. And if that happens, then I'm going to order you not to have any threatening or harassing contact with her and not doing possession of weapons. I want you to understand that you need to take this violation of protective order seriously, because if I put conditions on and you violate these conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond,
Yes, sir.
zero bond. So you need to take it. I don't care what she wants, what happens if there's a tornado. None of that matters. A court order is a court order. You're expected to follow with it. If you have a problem, come ask and we can talk about it, like what we're doing now.
Yes, sir.
I want to make sure that they reach out to her. If she's okay with it, then we'll amend to no threatening, harassing, and no weapons, okay? Give me a little bit of time because we're busy, as you can see, and then we'll see if she's okay with it, then we'll do it.
Your Honor, this, from what I have on the record, I did find that what Claire was stated to the prosecutor was that she just wanted the defendant to leave her alone, that they cannot see each other and not live together.
Well, that's why I'm saying, you see something, he sees something different. The best way, if you can just reach out to her.
That's right.
I know that we're busy now, so you're gonna have to give us a little bit of time, and then we'll get it done for you, okay?
Come on.
Just hang tight.
About 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
okay. All right, Mr. Avalar, so take a seat, but don't leave. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thanks.
Is this Archie now?
Yes.